Hey guys! Before I start today, I would like to take some time to share something with you that happened to me these last couple of days. This morning I got a card in the mail from a girl that I've known since my teenage years, and she's also had an eating disorder for a long time, and we've always been very supportive of each other. Now, I've never actually met her, but 2 days ago she contacted me on Facebook and she asked me a very specific question. She asked me, "Since you've been better, do you ever have a very strong urge to do so much more with your life than the usual?" Now, you don't hear that question every day, so I was completely overwhelmed because this urge that she's talking about is exactly what moved me to start writing my book. So I told her, "You have to read my book." So that same day I went to the post office and I sent her my book. And then this morning I got a really nice card for her that I would like to share with you. She said, "This was the first time that I read a book cover to cover in one sitting. I read your book with a lot of recognition, smiles and tears. I would like to thank you for this." Now, this is the first response to my book that has touched me this much. So I would really like to thank you, Emma. I know that you're watching, so I'd really like to thank you for this nice card, and I promise that I will always keep it. Alright, so let's get to the topic of the day. What do you want? Because this is where it all starts. There is a huge difference between people who know exactly what they want and who set goals for themselves, and people who just live by default. So what is it that you want? If you don't know what that is right now, then I suggest you take some time, sit down with a piece of paper and just start writing down everything you can think of. Now, I want you to write it down without thinking of any barriers. So if you had all the time, all the money, all the knowledge and all the resources in the world, what would you do? Now, I'm not saying that you should go and do everything that you write down. What I'm saying is, don't exclude any possibilities because of barriers. I believe that what we think about and what we dream about most is what will make us the happiest. Now, you will notice that as you're writing it down and you're imagining it, that it's a lot of fun to do, of course. But then common sense and reality kicks in, right? And that can drag you down. Then you should know that this fear that you're feeling is programmed, because we were brought up to be normal. So if you then choose to follow your biggest dreams, then most people around you are going to say that you're crazy. Don't let this stop you, and especially don't let realistic people stop you. There is this beautiful quote by Will Smith. I also use a lot of quotes in my book by people that have inspired me. And he said, "Being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why would you be realistic?" Now, this sentence was a real eye-opener for me. So if you have a big goal, then don't let people stop you. Okay, so last week I told you that I was going to give you 10 tips to start losing weight effectively. I'm going to give you a few tips each week because I also want to talk about a lot of other stuff. So, if you want to lose weight, where are you going to start? Are you just going to jump right in and see what happens? Or do you think it would be better to prepare so that you will have a good and solid start? The second one, right? So the first tip I'm going to give you is to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to lose weight? What does it mean for you? How will this completely change your life? You have to make it so important that you cannot wait another minute to get started on this goal. If you're not there yet, then you should find more reasons. The second tip I want to give you is to be specific. What is your goal exactly? How much weight do you want to lose? If you don't have a target weight in mind, then it's going to be much harder for you to reach your goal, because then you won't know what you're going to be working towards. So, think about it and pick a target weight that is right for you. Okay, so you will have some things to think about. Take your time for it. Next week I'm going to talk about what I call the hidden vision, and this is one of my favorite subjects. This vision completely changed the course of my life, so I'm hoping that next week will be very inspiring for you. If you would like to know more about me, about our books or our organization, or about my own plans, then you can take a look at my blog. So this was it for this week. I hope you will all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.